They just banned us from Google Ads via AdRoll. They're doing that to other outfits. Just a lot of pressure on the free independent press. You'll remember Joe Rogan. They didn't, for a day or so, put his podcast with me up on iTunes, and it turned out to be the most popular ever. And he saw other weird stuff like that go on. So there's massive manipulation and censorship intensifying. Google, Facebook, Twitter all admit this. The answer to this is to respond to it and say, no, don't do that. That's why I appreciate Joe Rogan so much, because he's got one of the biggest podcasts. Long form, it's the longest. There's some that have more subscribers that are, and more viewers. They're like, 10 minutes long. His is 2.5, 3 hours long on average. I did almost 4 hours with him about a month ago. And while I was there, I talked to one of my old friends afterwards at dinner. Joe was doing a show, and he kind of reiterated, that, I think Joe got off conspiracies and stuff because he and his family got threatened, the way he just got off of them. But, Joe, because I was saying Joe knows more about all this stuff than I do. He was finishing my sentences. He remembers stuff I didn't remember. I mean, any topic I bring up, I'm not kissing Joe's ass. I've known Joe for, 16, 17 years. I was really saying as a compliment, that, man, Joe knows more about this than I do. He could host the show better than me. I'm serious, because he's really good at explaining it and covering all the angles. That's why he's so good in movies and TV and, UFC and one of the top comics, one of the top 10 comics in the country. So I made that statement, turned into some viral deal like Joe's scared, he's all this stuff. So then I got a little text from both Joe, but then later when I talked about it, and Joe called him, I guess, I haven't talked to him yet, and said, hey. And I guess one night I was up here late, and I was saying, yeah, Joe and his family got threatened, so I guess that's why Joe doesn't cover as much conspiracy stuff anymore. But boy, he sure knows a lot. He sure is smart. And it's just not true. It's not accurate. The way I heard it, I guess, late at night, out eating dinner or whatever afterwards, is I kind of got it mixed up. It was just that the person was speculating that maybe Joe got threatened or, because Joe stopped covering as many conspiracies as he used to. I think just the larger deal is it just becomes a distraction from what he was trying to do. But he had me on. He has a lot of other folks on. So there's no controversy there, and that is a correction, because the idea that Joe's scared of anybody and wouldn't report things because he's scared is pure bull. I said that in a larger context of other people getting threatened, me getting threatened, and the amount of intimidation and garbage that goes on that we know is happening. So there is my correction/retraction. And Joe's not mad at me. It's not some big controversy. He just said, dude, you ever hear something like this? Call me. Hear this, this type of, what? Give me a call. What the hell is this? And I was like, thought about it and went and clarified it. So there you go. I got a bunch of callers here.